Hello, I'm talking today. I'm doing a little podcast today. So, I'm gonna title this video Black Girl in Suburbia. Now, to be fair, I'm half black. Honestly, I think that adds. I don't know what it's like being fully black in suburbia, but I know being half black in suburbia, there is added identity crisis. Not knowing where you belong, especially in suburbia, surrounded by white people. I didn't have my black dad. So I'm going to tell you a story. And this story takes place in Highland Park. And if you are from Dallas, you'll know what that means. But basically, it's like a bougie white neighborhood. Yeah, so I told this story on my TikTok before, but I think I might have deleted it or something. But I told it when I was freaking drunk, so a little bit emotional. But anyways, I remember we were having a photo competition, and it was a group of girls, like a bunch of girls. It was through my church. I didn't live anywhere, or at least like these girls lived. I did live near the Highland Park neighborhood. I'm not sure if it was in it or not. Doesn't really matter. It was a very nice neighborhood I lived in, but anyways, we were doing a photo competition for my church, and we went to the mall, North Park, and I remember taking this photo. We were taking it in a mirror. Kind of looked like we were trapped. That was because the point was to be like creative, right? Anyways, I guess I wasn't making a good enough face for this illusion. And she said if I don't make the right face, the next time we take the photo, that she's going to slap me in the face. And you'd think that this would be a joke. Ha 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 ha. No. She actually did it. And I've grown up like this my whole life. I don't know if it's because I'm in Texas or Dallas or what. I love Dallas, by the way. It's a part of who I am. But I have always felt like the black girl in suburbia. With that new song coming out by SZA, obviously. This brings up the conversation, but I guess I want to put this out there because I want to find people like me. Sorry that I am putting the mic so close to my face. The fluff helps because you don't hear all that feedback, but I feel like I have to talk like this. I don't know if I actually do or not, so I guess we'll see, but yeah, I just want to find people like me. I've never found people like me before. I am moving to New York. Moving to Manhattan. With the West Village controversy, if you don't know what that is, basically, people are calling it like a cult, like an article came out basically, saying West Village girls, there's a West Village girl, they have a uniform, they all wear the same thing, and they look the same, and they're basic white girls, who say they love the city for community, but when you dig deeper in what they're saying, it sounds like they're saying they love the city because everyone like them is the same. Everyone there is like them and the same. And it's actually, they are saying that. They're exactly saying that. And they say it like it's not a bad thing. But then we're not celebrating diversity. And that's a huge part of New York. And that made me a little nervous to hear. I'm not letting it take away my excitement. I'm so excited. Today I walked around Dallas. I went in Knox Street, so very nice area. Went to a nice coffee shop / market. So cute. Had a great time. Got street interviewed. Talked to random people. I just had a great time walking around the city. And that made me excited for New York. It's the closest thing I have. I'm not saying that's anything like it. I'm just, I'm cosplaying. I'm pretending for now. And I'm really excited. And I feel like I'm going to find my place, hopefully, or at least find some sort of belonging or community. But that scared me, of course. And it brought up these feelings of being black in suburbia. And I'm like, am I going to escape it? Because we're living a little bit far, like 15-minute subway trip from Colombia, because Gavin's going to Colombia. And it's in Manhattan. It's not in the West Village, thank God. I got scared when I first heard that, and I was like, I think that's where I'm going to live. I don't think it is. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what to expect, and I need to stay open-minded for sure, but I'm worried because it feels like that's just like an obstacle I've always had, being surrounded by people who are not like me, not being understood. And also moving there, I'll be closer to my black dad, who lives in Maryland. And there's a lot of black people in New York, mixed people, a very diverse type of people, all types of people. I'm really excited about that, because I've never really experienced that. Never. It's my dream. And that's like, when people say race doesn't matter, race is a social construct. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but I feel like the people who say that, a lot of the times, they don't experience being the minority. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter to you. Yeah, you can live in this little world, or you can pretend like it doesn't matter, or because it doesn't matter to you, that it doesn't matter to everyone or something, or that's not a big deal or whatever. We did racism. I don't know, but I do have to experience racism still to this day, and prejudice and microaggressions, and it matters. Not in a way that I want it to matter, not in a way that I'm making it matter. It just affects my quality of life. And yeah, it affects how people treat me. I've gotten profiled before. A lot, actually. A lot. Like probably once a year that I know of. And I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm a mediator. I'm a peacemaker. I don't always see it. Sometimes that leaves me a little bit naive, maybe for my own good. But, one time I was painting in the park. I've told this story a million times and not cried. I'm starting to a little bit. I cry a lot. If you're new here, you don't know me. I do cry a lot. It's not a big deal. Not big tears this time, okay? But I'm just hearing it all out from myself. It's different with this story included, but yeah, I was painting in the park, and I sat down in the grass because I wanted like picnic vibes. Obviously, I just bought new paint. Sorry. It was a new set of watercolors. And I'm not very experienced in watercolor. I was very excited. It was a very hot summer day. This was in Denton, Texas, by the way. Denton Police. I don't know if someone else called. I don't know. The only couple I saw walking around There was one couple walking around. It was a pretty empty park. And one of them was black, I think. And one of them was white. And I hope it wasn't her, but if it was her, then I'm like, girl, black on black crime. You profiled me. But, I walked to my car when I was done, and there was a policeman waiting for me. To ask me a bunch of questions that he had no right to know or ask, that were insinuating that I was doing drugs in the park, because a lot of people do that. I don't believe that, because it was midday and it was empty park, and it's not a popular park. It's a park that's a part of a neighborhood, and that makes me also think maybe it wasn't the black woman. Maybe it was a neighbor or someone who I didn't even see, who brought their kids into the park and left. I don't know. And I confronted him. I stood up for myself. I called him out for profiling and what he was doing. I told him I was just painting in the fucking park. And what the fuck are you doing? Questioning... What the fuck are you doing questioning me, a little 20-year-old girl? Innocent. Doing nothing wrong. And that has happened to me my whole life. I've been a very good girl. I am a rule follower. That's just who I am. It makes me very anxious to break the rules. The rules. Yet I have gotten wrongly accused since kindergarten. I've been watched extra. I've been told not to play with people's children. And I'm telling you, I really don't do anything wrong. Like, that's an exaggeration. I do things wrong, but these instances weren't that. And I think being mixed is weird, because I think this makes it more racist, but I've noticed that white families with black children being friends with their white child, fully black, treat it more like a charity case. I've seen them get thrown parties and given extra gifts and being supported, and I think it's guilt. I think they know we live in a racist town, we live in a racist society, as a racist country. And the civil rights movement was not that long ago. But, and a lot of these people's grandparents are like really racist here in the South. So I feel it's out of guilt. I really feel it's out of guilt. And I feel like with me, with my half Hispanic, half white mother, and my 2 white sisters in my suburban house, don't get that treatment. And I'm not saying I needed that treatment or wanted that treatment or am jealous or anything like that. It's just like, because I'm in an in-between, people don't feel guilty. That's what I was trying to say. People don't feel guilty about mistreating me or profiling me. They also feel like they can say a lot of things that they wouldn't say in front of a black person, or that I'm on their side. Maybe like white women are more likely to say the N-word in front of me, or justify it to me, or be surprised when I stand up for that thing, that like stand up for white people not saying that, or anybody who's not black. Yeah, I just feel like people's ideas are constantly imposed on me. So yeah, sorry to get sad, sorry to get deep. I hope this video has like value, and I hope it's not too sad and too trauma dumpy. I hope it's honest, and I hope it's real, and I hope I connect with the people I'm trying to connect with. And that doesn't mean you have to not be white. I mean, yeah, you can be white and be here. Especially if you're an ally. I don't know what to call you guys. But the good ones, and I don't want to say the good ones, and I don't want to say that like I'm like generalizing. I just mean the non-racist ones. The non-racists. The ones who are actively fighting racism. Being anti-racist. And self-aware. I really like it when my white friends make me feel safe. We don't always talk about issues, but when issues come up, they listen to me. I've unfriended a lot of friends for saying the N-word. Some are harder to let go than others. Yeah, I just unfriended a friend, and I've talked about her a couple times on this channel because it was so hard for me, and I felt guilty and stuff because I wasn't honest and I didn't stand up for myself with this one. Usually I'm a very strong girl, and I'm very opinionated and vocal. But with this girl, I was putty because she was one of my most loving and encouraging friends that I've ever had. And when I apologized or whatever, and she apologized, and we made up kind of, and I went over and talked to her, she just said, this comment, solidified my decision, kind of. And it was slow. It wasn't an instant, okay, we're done. It was I came home and I thought about it and I processed it, and then I was like, I can't do this. I gotta be true to myself. I've ghosted her twice now, kind of. Not really. I don't know. But anyways, she said, remember when you cried or got upset or whatever that I said that I was saying the N-word, and she kind of chuckled about it. Hey, that's not funny. That's not funny. You see me crying? You see how much it bothers me? I don't think I should have to ask. I should ask. I should stand up at least. I should say what I believe. Not ask, but I should say I'm not okay with that. But I said I'm not okay with that. I still want to be your friend. And she kept saying it. You know it makes me uncomfortable. I'm giving you a special circumstance. I'm giving you a special treatment because I love you so much. Don't you love me? Don't you want to fight the society, the ideologies that contribute to systemic racism that affect me, the best friend you said that you supposedly are supposed to love so much? Yeah. But I feel guilty about it because I wasn't honest with her and I didn't stand up for myself. It's a lesson learned. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but that's really all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening. Please type your thoughts and comments and everything down below. I want to hear it. I want to hear your thoughts. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you did like this video, please remember to give this video a like because it really helps me out. And if you want to see more videos like this, I would love it if you subscribed. Especially if you're like me. I am slowly building a community as I come together with my identity and my brand identity and what I want to create and myself as an artist and my voice as an artist is coming together. It's coming together. But yeah, I would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Bye.